Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com, bringing you my review plus on-feet video of the Nike Air Tech Challenge 2. Now as you can see, it comes in your standard red and white Nike sportswear box. I'll give you a quick look at the label. It's listed as the Air Tech Challenge 2, size 9.5 US. So the colorway is white, turbo green, what I'm assuming is natural gray or neutral gray, and then black. And the retail price sticker is ripped off, but this particular shoe retails for $120 US. It's available in multiple colorways at this point, and I believe this color is one of the older ones, so it is on sale now. I've seen them for as low as like $75–80 right now. So again, if you guys are interested in a pair of these for yourself in this colorway or another one, I will leave a link down below in the description to the review page on my website where you'll find buy it now links to, like I said, all of the available colorways. So here is a look at the Nike Air Tech Challenge 2. This is a retroed model, if you will. It's a re-release of a shoe that came out back in 1990. This was an Andre Agassi tennis signature, believe it or not. And I have to say, I'm a really big fan of this shoe. Up until they retroed it, I honestly had no idea that this shoe even existed. But I knew that when I first saw it, it was one that I had to have. I really like the look of it. It's retro, but at the same time, it's still very, very modern, considering that this shoe came out in 1990. So it's actually older than I am. I was born in 93. So this shoe came out 3 years before I was even born. But nonetheless, I just think it's a really, really good looking shoe. I like the cut. I like the overall shape of it. I like the little elements it incorporates. And overall, again, it's just a really nice shoe overall. So as far as materials and colors go, the materials are honestly just okay. There's nothing too crazy about it. It does feature leather, but the leather itself does feel a little bit cheap. I'm kind of even hesitant to say if this is actual leather. It almost feels like it's pretty much full synthetic. But nonetheless, it looks the part, especially from a distance. It's nothing that I honestly complain about. They're not asking too much money for it. $120 retail is not cheap, but it certainly isn't overly expensive either. So again, I'm not really going to complain about the materials and the quality of it all that much. It's well made. And again, they're not particularly premium, but it certainly does kind of get the look across overall. As far as the color is concerned, this is one of many colors that I've seen of this shoe so far. It features a mainly white base in the form of this perforated leather-like material. You're going to find a gray kind of outlining some of the shoe. And you can see it just uses various layers and different materials kind of overlapping, which I think look pretty good. You have black going through the middle here. You have this little kind of paint splatter type of look to the forefoot as well as the heel area in kind of like a turquoise teal type of color, which is also found in the Nike swoosh. Your Nike Air embroidered in white on the back of the heel, and again, more of that kind of paint splatter design on the medial side as well. You have kind of this little plastic strap here running from the kind of back of the heel into the lacing system right at the top. It's plastic, or kind of a rubberized plastic. It's got some flexibility to it, and it is of course white in color. You have that on both sides, and then again, more of this little kind of plastic material right here at the tip, in the form of these little kind of extension pieces that work with the lacing system. The laces themselves are that gray in color. You can see that you have kind of an interesting, almost like a corduroy looking type of material here in the form of the tongue, kind of having these little lines. And then you have your Nike logo right there, which again has that very retro vibe about it. One thing is that kind of just sitting here, the tongue almost looks like it's a little bit too short for the shoe, but it definitely isn't when you actually put the shoes on. You have more of that material you find on the tongue on the very back. The inside of the tongue is that kind of teal turquoise color, as well as the insole, which does feature the Nike Air branding in white. Hopefully you guys can see that. The heel liner is extremely well padded and all white in color, as you guys can see, so comfort should not be an issue. And as far as the midsole is concerned, this does feature, I believe, the same midsole as the Air Yeezy 2. That's where that shoe actually got its midsole from. It was partly inspired by this particular model, which is why I think a lot of people are big fans of it. Lots of people like the Yeezy line, obviously. Not many people have them, but a lot of people like them. And this does feature that same midsole, which I think looks really, really good. You got your white midsole, as you guys can see, with this kind of faded version of Volt Yellow, I would say. Not really sure what you would call it. It's kind of like Volt Ice. I've seen it on some of their soccer models. It reminds me a little bit of that. in that it's highlighter yellow, but almost a little bit faded. You have that on the top line of the midsole, and of course you can see it a little bit from the actual outsole itself. You do have your air unit with the kind of clear bubble, and the inside, it's kind of hard to say. I would believe that it's black, but it's really difficult to judge it just based on what I can see right here. And then the bottom of the shoe, again, features pretty much all the same elements you're going to find on the upper, other than the gray. So you have more of that Volt color. You have the black right here. You have your Nike branding as well as this little patch right here at the front in that teal color. And again, it definitely does look the part. I have no complaints in regards to the appearance of the shoe. It's a great looking model and one that I probably will pick up in more colorways, pending that I can pick them up for a pretty good price. Don't necessarily want to pay the full $120 retail price, but again, a great looking shoe nonetheless and a pretty good value overall, even if you are paying full retail. So that's pretty much it as far as all the details are concerned, and move on next to a quick on feet so you can get a better idea as to how these shoes fit and of course how they look. Alright, here's a look at the AirTech Challenge 2's on feet with a pair of shorts, and I think this shoe looks good with shorts, honestly, especially in this colorway. It's a white base with lighter, more vibrant colors kind of highlighting the shoe, and it's just a really good looking design overall. As far as comfort is concerned, they feel like a retro type of shoe in that they're comfortable enough, but there definitely isn't as soft of a cushion as you might get from a more modern pair of trainers or runners or something like that. So yes, they're comfortable, but definitely nothing exceptional in my opinion. As far as the fit is concerned, they are wider than I thought they were going to be, so even if you have wide feet, these should fit you quite comfortably. And as far as sizing goes, I'm wearing my usual size 9.5 US, and the fit and the length is absolutely perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair of these for yourself, I would strongly recommend going true to size for the best possible fit. Alright, here's a look at the AirTech Challenge 2 on feet with a pair of pants. And to me personally, I like the look of this shoe with some jeans or something like that, a little bit more than I do with shorts. It's just kind of what I like the look of. And again, I just think it's a very clean looking shoe overall, really nice styling, and it's available in colorways that are different, but none of them are particularly crazy, at least the general release ones. So you can wear them with pretty much anything. It has some vibrant colors, there's some pop, there's some nice design going on with this particular shoe, but like I said, it is very wearable with a wide variety of different apparel. So for that reason, I really like the versatility of the shoe, and that's pretty much it as far as what they look like on feet, and I'll leave you to my final thoughts. Alright guys, that's it for my review of the Nike AirTech Challenge 2. This is a great re-release model from Nike in my opinion. I really like the look of it. It's comfortable, it's not too pricey, and while the quality isn't the best, I think it's good enough to really justify the price point that Nike has put this shoe at. So again, if you like how they look, I can definitely recommend purchasing a pair, and if you guys are interested in a pair for yourself, check out the review page on my website. There'll be a link to that down below in the description. On that review page, you'll find buy it now links to all of the currently available colorways, as well as the high quality images that I took of my pair that give you a better idea as to some of the close-up details that you might not necessarily catch in the online stock photos. Other than that though guys, if you enjoyed today's video, found it helpful and informative, be sure to support it with a like. That would be greatly appreciated. If you have any questions or suggestions for shoes you'd like to see featured on the channel, be sure to leave those suggestions down below in the comment section. Always open to hearing what you guys want to see as far as content is concerned. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already for more sneaker reviews. All my social media information is also down below in the description. And other than that guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.